Hi, this is Mark from Tryb Solo, and today I'd like to show you a small game called Rolling Realms. It's a game published by Stonemaier Games. Thanks Stonemaier for sending it for review. And this is a roll and write game where you will roll the dice and to write something on cards, just as the category of this game says. It's a really fun game because in this game you have different cards and each card corresponds to a specific Stonemaier game. Like you have a card dedicated to Wingspan, to Viticulture, to Tapestry, to Scythe and other games. And what's really fun is that the rules for each card that tells you how can you score points or how can you gain different resources are really similar to the rules of the big game that the small card is based on. I don't know how Jamie created something like this, but this is awesome because if you get a Viticulture card or Charterstone card and you see the rules, it really reminds you of the big game, even though this is a very simplified version. And there's a great solo mode inside, created by Automa Factory, a company that creates all solo modes for Stonemaier Games. But I will tell you about the solo mode a little later. All the components are really great quality because the cards are dry erase, so you get eraser pads. You have you can write on the cards and then you can just wipe them and play again. So you don't have to print anything. You don't have to print any scoring sheets or anything. So this is really nice idea. So let's do the unboxing. I will show you the components, the cards, and then we will be back here and I will tell you more about the game, how does it play, what is my opinion on this game, and how the solo mode in this game works. So let's do the unboxing. So this is the box of Rolling Realms. The box is not so big. It's really small, really compact, and doesn't have a lot of components, but you will see it in a second. First we have the rulebook. It's really short. I think it's like 7-8 pages. You have explanation of all the cards, what you can do with all the resources. The rules for this game are really easy and you can learn it in a few minutes. This is the rulebook for solitaire mode. You can of course play solo the regular mode and just write down your total score and try to beat it next time, but there is the solitaire mini golf mode where you have different holes and every hole tells you which realms you have to use, what are the rules changes, how many points you have to score. So it's really fun way to play this game solo. And for the solo mode you also get this solitaire mini golf course log where you write down your points, number of tries, you have the number of par for each hole and the total par for the course that you have to meet in order to to succeed. You have easy mode, normal mode, hard mode. Really fun way to play this game solo. But what do we have next? We have 6 sets of cards for every player because you can play this game with up to 6 people. And set of cards for one player looks like this. Okay, first you have the resource card where you mark which resources you acquire during the game and you can cross them if you use them. You can use resources for different things like adjust a die plus -1 or gain a die of the same value as either rolled die. So you have hearts, pumpkins and coins, and as you earn them you can spend them during your turn to have some special effects. This is the scoring card. Here you write down the pairs of number of that you rolled on the die. So you roll 2 die like 1 and 4 and you write 1 and 4 and you use the numbers to do various things on the cards that are here, and you play 3 rounds and then you total your score. Here are the cards for not every, but for most of the Stonemaier games, like there is a card for Tapestry, Euphoria, Wingspan, Between Two Castles, Viticulture, etc., etc. Every card tells you how you can score points, and it also gives you some specific rules that you can use to cross different things here, and gain some resources and to gain some points. So there are mini rules on every card, and in every round of the game you shuffle these cards, you randomly pick 3 cards and you try to score as many points as you can. So you have 11 realms and 2 resource and scoring cards. There are also cards for the solo modes that you don't really have to use. You can use the rulebook, but if you want to, you have some summary of every hall, like power, realms, what are the rules, rule changes, and how many points you have to score. And you have a card for each hall. They are double-sided. You also have 2 die. They are huge. You used to roll them, and depending on the numbers you can do various actions on your cards. Big dice. And you have some eraser pad to erase these cards. Okay, I didn't tell you. These are dry erase cards, so you can write on them with the markers that are here, and then after you finish playing you can just erase it and play again. So it's really cool. It's much better option than printing and having thick scoring sheets on everything. So this is a neat idea to do it like this. So that's really it. This is the content of Rolling Realms. Let's go to the summary. I have to admit that I really like Rolling Realms, even though it's a simple game. The rules are very simple. You can explain the game to anyone in in a few minutes. Every card has its own specific rules, but in general, the whole game is really easy to to teach to other people. But the fun thing is that all these cards that every card is a specific Stonemaier game, they really work well together. You have to do a lot of thinking, even though you just roll 2 dice and you write different number of these cards on these cards, or you have to cross something based on the values on the dice. It's very fun. You have to think a lot, and it's simple. It's very fun. I like that the solo mode included here is not just playing for points, because you can of course play a regular game and then write down your final score, and the next time you play the game you can try to beat it or improve. But there is a dedicated solo mode here that is like a mini golf course where you play different courses, different holes, and you have to apply specific rules. You have a par value. It means how many tries you can get to, how many times you can try to play the game to get a specific number of points. And in the end you have the course par is 36 tries, and you have to try to have less or at least 36 tries to beat the mini golf course. So it's really fun because you have 18 holes and 18 specific solo cards that change the rules of the base game a little and give you a specific goal to achieve. So it's not just playing for points. It's great, but it's Automa Factory, so what else can you expect? If you are a fan of James Stegmaier and his games, I think Rolling Realms is a great game, because especially if you know the big games, if you know Sight, Tapestry, Wingspan, Euphoria, Between Two Castles, if you know all these games, playing this is so much fun, because it's, all the rules and all the small cards remind you of the big games. But even though if you're not a Stonemaier Games fan, and if you haven't played all their games or any of their games, this is a really cool small and fun roll and write game, and it's really very compact, because If you would like to take the game with you, you can just take 11 cards for every player, 2 scoring cards, and some 2 dice, some marker, try erase, eraser pad, and that's it. You can fit it in your, to be honest, in your pocket. If you like this video, click the like button, click the subscribe button, and visit me on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter. I will leave links in the description of this video. And thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.